Hello? Sponge? Well, we're in the game. And we'll make it work. We will make it work today. Because we're in the game and that's all that matters. Once I'm in the game, I can fight it, see? See when he tries to go the other way? Like a fool? I can fight it. I can fight it. Yep, I can fight it. Stupid Freeman. Next week's the finale, you loser. Get into shape. Get it together. You just have to make it through one more week, you stupid child. You got it, Freeman. I believe in you. Just know it. I think the dimension that we've warped to is falling apart. I think that's what's happening. Look, I'm not even doing that. So you may be asking, Zebra. Jesus. Can't go left. I have to fight it. You may be asking, Zebra, what's on the agenda today? Well, the agenda today is to get the rest of the treasure charts, collect the rest of the treasures, or I would say at least like 90% of them, and get whatever heart pieces are left. Yeah, I think the universe is trying to stop us. I think... Yep, it's all according to plan, guys. This is all part of the show. You got me. I'm hitting left for the record. So we have quite a few charts left. What's up with that? I bet a bunch of them are at the bomb reefs. Yeah, it's no big deal. It's no rodeo I haven't been on before. I feel like I'm... Oh my fray. Oh my... We're fighting the game. It's lore now. It's narrative. It's narrative. Changing the dead zone? No. You also, like, can't change the dead zone on the GameCube adapter. There are two settings. Enable rumble and simulate DK bongos. Those are the two options on GameCube adapter for Wii U. There are a billion options on standard controller settings, which I could try. But not live, because that requires reconfiguring everything, and I wouldn't have time to do that anyway. Come on, Freight! I could try simulating the bongos, I suppose. Oh, Frey baby. You can talk to this guy from the water? You know, laddie, if I had to give myself a title, I'd be a know-it-all sailor. I'm wise, learned, experienced. Go ahead, ask me anything you want to know about the sea. I know it sounds kind of odd for me to say this about myself, but you should know that my mood changes with the wind. I'm a whirlwind of emotion, laddie. Aye! But don't let that stop you from asking me anything you want to know. Ask away. Can you fix my controller? Oh, no, laddie. Stop talking to this weird man. This one's gonna be a disaster. I just know it. This is gonna be like that first 1,000 Year Door stream, but it's the second to last Wind Waker stream. Oh my goodness. What happened while I was gone? I don't think I've ever done this. Well, I must have, because I've definitely gotten all the heart pieces. Well, we gotta decorate the town. 200 rupees. Lame. You get anything? No, right? This is just for fun. Get away. Yeah, hey, how was everybody's Tuesday? Today's gonna be all side quests, so we're just gonna be gabbing all night. Miss Marie, don't mind me. What have I been up to today? Oh, you know. I went to work today. Did I do much work? The jury's out on that. Many people could tell you that I was not doing much work today. Because as of this past Sunday, it's taken only 3 days. I have binged the entirety, and I'm current on Dan da Dan. Something I've been wanting to read for a very long time. They have finally released it from the Shonen Jump web-only jail for some reason. Does anybody know why? They released it from jail, and now it's on the app. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Marie. Now it's on the app, which is exactly what I needed to start it. And by God, is it a peak series. It's got to be one of my new favorites. I was so hooked catching up. I have not been hooked on something like this for some time now. 3 days is all it took. I couldn't put it down. The Hero's Charm. Look at this. This looks like something from Dawn to Dawn. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it because I'm ahead of everybody. But I won the race. No big deal. The art is incredible. The premise is very fun. And like, literally every character is awesome. Like, I've never been so... Well, not never, but... I am struggling to pick a favorite, and not in a bad way, in a very good way. Most of the time when I read a series, I have like an automatic, like, that's my one. Like, that I lock in on. I'm kind of like... I'm like stuck figuring that out. It would be annoying to do that. Yeah, well. I'm just talking about how I caught up on it. I'm not only talking about it. Maybe once everybody catches up, it might become the thing, but I'm simply recounting my experience having consumed a piece of media. Oh, about that, yeah. Well, it does look like something from Dawn to Dawn, though. I cannot believe that is a weekly series. It must be like... I don't know how it's possible. We need 15 of these. Okay, I think that's the last thing we need to do on Windfall. It has such, like, organic storytelling, and I love it. The cause and effect is, like, as smooth as butter. Where did this series even come from? It's been around. It just... Like I was saying, it was stuck on web only. And they put it on a... They put it on the app recently. It was too adult for the mobile app, I guess. I don't know what, like, the law is there. But when things are just like too much, they're not allowed to be on the mobile app. And yeah, the anime's coming out this year. Maybe that's why. Maybe they just wanted to generate hype. I don't know. We want to go to the reefs. I wish you could, like, look at the map from this screen. Well, I think a good place to start would be Tower of the Gods, because I know there's at least a treasure chart, or a treasure I can pull out from here. Yeah, it's been running for like 4 years or something like that. Or 4 years, maybe? It's been running a while. It's just that it just, like... They just unlocked the floodgates, so you can read the whole series now. Don't worry about it. But yeah, super endearing characters, super fun premise, amazing storytelling, incredible artwork. Like, I cannot understate it. I have never seen something so consistently, like, beautiful. Hey, Red? Shut up. I'm not trying to come to this place. I'm trying to get the treasure. Whoa, sorry, man. Chill. Oh. Boom, baby. Now, fellas, gang, all the people in chat. Oh, 200. Where did I find the time to catch up on a 161 chapter manga in 3 days? Well, on Sunday I had to take a 10-hour train. Or 9-hour train. Followed by a 1-hour train. And that is probably the day I read the least. Isn't that funny? But it was enough to kickstart it. How do I... 6 Eye Reef. I don't think we've done 6 Eye Reef. I wish this game had better tracking of objectives. That is its biggest flaw. No, well, today... So here's the deal, Snack. Without saying too much. The big arc, the payoff was today. Like, I got to the big arc. And I couldn't put it down. I did no work this morning. And then went to the meeting I had to go to at 11. Then I mean, I did what I had. It was actually a slow day. Like, I didn't, like, ignore my responsibilities. It was just a slow day. But the first thing I really had to do after I did my menial tasks was a meeting at 11. So until then, I was kind of just reading. Oh, come off it. Who are you? We got this, we got this, we got this. So, you see a treasure chest up there? Did I come here? I did come here already. But we can leave. And we can hit up the next one. which is... Oh, Cyclops is right next door. That's the one we want to hit. Have I checked if there's a tier list for it yet? Well, Isaac, I finished the last chapter right before going live. That's literally why I was 10 minutes late. Because I had 2 chapters left and I was like, I'm not gonna leave it. What if Isaac beats me in the race while I'm live? You know how upset I would be if I stopped on 159 and I came back after stream to see that Isaac was snack-a-scouching? I'd be very frustrated. Shoot, what was I saying? What was I saying? I don't know, I spent all day at work reading it. There wasn't much going on. It got busy at like 3 o'clock and then I did my work that I needed to do at that time. So I didn't feel like I did nothing all day. Yeah, I had to be the hero of justice, Isaac. Have we talked about how alien pleased this is? Yeah, here's the other funny thing. At the beginning, we were like, none of us want to do threads. Because nobody's caught up, so who's going to be reading the threads? But I got very posty the past day. I probably should have had a thread, but like, come on. Who are you going to make a thread for when no one's caught up? No one's going to read it. Threads are good for a series that someone is already in the current chat for. Is it Pixel Core? I feel like there might be some Pixel stuff in there. Yeah, it's dopey dopey. It's shockingly snack core. Get sis to read it to you? Pixel? I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. Sis has to learn how to say no. But yeah, there's an anime coming out for it. Just, again, probably why they... Oh, that was a clean shot. Which is maybe part of why they put it on the app. But I am excited to watch that. Where... Hello? Did I not get every cannon? Aha. If they can just choose to do that, that is scummy. You know, you would think it's like, I have been under the assumption that it is tied to some law. Based on the rating or something. Because it definitely has some very, explicit scenes. But really, like... Yeah, I feel like it's like right on the tightrope. Because I mean, I don't know. Whoa! How do I get over there? Shoot, Freeman, this is not gonna work. I'm over here. Frey. Oh wait, the wind doesn't even go my way. Oh, and I don't have magic. It looks like I gotta jump from over there. That looks like the apex. Plus the edge is a little lower there. Why do I have water? Oh, is that my forest water? Granny? Don't fail me now. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. I'm sick of things not just being things. But yes, there's a character named Granny. Yeah, this is the spot. Stupid Freeman. I was holding left, I want you to know. Well, there's a character that is named Granny, and there's a character that is Granny. But the character that's named Granny is also a Granny. I'm not joking when I say it continues to be snack core. I'm baffled by it, honestly. I'm afraid of the power you will access upon catching up. For those who don't know, it's a series about the occult, but also sci-fi. And what if those two schools of thought were at odds, but also, like, married, sort of? What if ghosts and aliens both existed? What's up, Nitro? They do? Well, you know what I mean. 5-star Isles. I'm giving it a 3.5. Guys, we had a crazy Uber driver. Alright, now to talk about the weekend. I'm gonna fly to the Forsaken Fortress, I think. This past weekend, a couple of gamers got together. It was myself, Snack, who you see now, Rinslet, who you will see if you scroll up a little, and Sis16, who is not here yet. The four of us got together in Washington, D.C. for Mustang Chicken Weekend to go see the One Piece Symphony. Oh, I can't go to the Forsaken Fortress. I guess we'll go to Tingle Island, maybe? Great Fish is probably better. And it was Mustang Chicken Weekend because there was a lot of Full Metal Alchemist mentioned. Not even that much. Just like 2 or 3 times independent of each other. Where it came up. And there was so much chicken. There was so much chicken. Throughout chicken and Uno, I alone am the exfoliated one. Yeah, so I brought my copy of... Let me start from the top. Okay, I took a train. I took Friday off, and I took a train down to Washington, D.C. I left the station at 11. Was it 11? Yeah, it was like 11:05, and I arrived around 6 o'clock. This is my first time taking a train, like, cross-country. Like, on an Amtrak-style train. And I enjoyed it on the way in. Asterisk. It was about 7 hours. It was very cozy. I took a business class car. But I didn't really like think of what it was gonna be like. I don't know why, but I imagined myself having my own little seat to myself, which was really ambitious thinking. Because it was really just like bus seating, kind of. That's the most comparable thing I think I could, like a nice coach bus. It's that kind of seating, so you get like lots of leg room, nice cozy seats, nice view out the window, and a nice like leg rest. That was good to have, and like a tray on the back of the chair. So it was like a plane, but with space. What if a plane was comfortable? And you could get up and walk around if you really wanted to. That's what it was like. But it was like a 7-hour trip. But because there was someone sitting next to me, I lost all motivation to do most things that I wanted to do. Just because, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like bringing out a Nintendo Switch while someone's sitting right next to me. Or even, like, bringing out, like, a big manga book or something. As opposed to, like, on a plane. For some reason, I'm more willing to on a plane. I don't know what it is. But, also, I don't think I've ever taken a plane alone. I think that's part of it. I've always traveled with people that I'm, like, comfortable with. That, like, wouldn't bug me. But I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing anything. I was just on my phone the whole time. I went to sleep for a while. I had a delicious breakfast burrito and a Topo Chico on my way in. Where's 4i Reef? I don't see. Oh, there it is. And leaving the station, there was no one sitting next to me, so I thought I was in the clear. And immediately upon pulling into the second station, someone had a seat next to me. Like, there are assigned seats in business class. So I assumed, like, yo, no one's next to me. And I forgot that they made stops along the way. So I was like, oh yeah, someone could get on at any of these stops that has the seat next to me. And sure enough, someone had the seat next to me. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna eat my burrito. She got on, and I was like taking a big oomph out of my super like messy breakfast burrito. And I looked up at her and I was like, can you help with your back? Because she looked like she was struggling. And she was like, I'm good. And I was like, shoot. I had my gross, messy burrito. Is this finished? We did this one? We did 4i Reef? Which ones are left, I wonder? We're wasting so much time. Maybe it's not finale next week. It's brag Riz. It's not about Riz. It's about human decency and looking like a slob. Anyway, I finished that burrito. It was delicious. And then I went to sleep. But that only lasted like an hour. I woke up when we made it to like Connecticut, and I got up and walked around. I went to the little cafe on the train just to check it out. Got a nice... I stood around for a little just to like watch the scenery pass me by and stretch my legs. And then I bought a cheese and fruit tray for later because that sounded like a nice, energizing snack for later. Oh, penguins? Like in Mario? Is that what you mean? Oh. Morning. I forgot there was music. No, there was no penguin. There was no toad sea. There was no mouse or anything. There's none of them. There's no chef sashimi. But yeah, I didn't really do anything on the ride. I got a nice view of New York as we passed it by. That was cool. I'll be going to New York later this summer via train. But then I got there, and thus spoke Chicken Weekend as soon as I landed in DC. I got off the train, and I had to wait for Sis and Renzo to arrive as well, because I was the first one to make it. But I still had about an hour or so to wait. And I was pretty hungry. It was around dinner time. And what did I see but Raising Cane's? And I believe, unless something has changed, there is only one Cane's in Boston, or like in the immediate Boston area that I know of. And it's somewhere I haven't been in like... probably years now. No, that's not what I wanted. And it's just out of the way for me, unless I have business over there. So I've never been to a Cane's. And I was like, alright. Bet. I got an hour. I'm hungry. I don't really feel like waiting for dinner, because it's going to be another hour to the hotel. And I don't even know... I didn't know if we were all on the same page for dinner. Because it was going to be really late. So I was like, I'm getting Cane's. And I got Cane's, and it was delicious. And I was so Maribel pleased. And then Sis arrived, and then Renzo arrived, and then we went to the hotel, and Snack beat us there, but he didn't, because he was the last one to cross the border into DC, so he was stinky. Cope. I was there first, I don't care. And we all met up at the hotel, and it was fun. Except the Uber driver. So we waited for our Uber driver. And our Uber driver seemed like a super chill dude. And, you know, he took us out of the station all nice, and like, I was like, dang, this guy's smooth. I wasn't like that, but I was like... It was a normal Uber ride, in other words. And all of a sudden, he floors it and, like, cuts off this other car just to, like, get stopped at a red light. And I was like, what was that about? And all three of us, well, me and Rinslet were in the back, and both were like, that guy just tried to kill us. And then when we got there, we like, talked to Sis about it, and Sis was like, yeah, that guy tried to kill us. Like, we were like, what was that all about? It was so bizarre. It was like he, like, turned up for a minute, and then, like, chilled back, like, cooled back down. And then he also dropped us off at the wrong, like, he dropped us off, like, across the street from the hotel, which I don't totally blame him for. The address is a weird location. However, it was pouring rain, and we just had to, like, we were standing right across from the hotel, and we're like, dang, we really gotta get soaked for, like, a 1-minute walk, huh? And we kind of did, but it wasn't that bad. But it was just annoying, you know? And we watched some other poor suckers have the same thing happen to them. So obviously something was up with the Google Maps or something. I'm out of bombs. Can you break these with anything else? This is such a scuffed stream tonight. I think we can't break it with anything else. Swim for that bomb. As if your life depends on it, Freeman. I think that'll get us enough. If we make every shot. Oh! I hate you. Very careful. Make every shot count. We missed one, but I think one is okay. Missed two. We got 6 bombs. 6 bullets in the chamber. How many guys? I don't know. Hopefully just this one. So this has no power. What? That sucks. Yes, Raymond. Yes. We're still alive. The dream is not yet dead. So we get to the hotel. We turn on some... Oh, the hotel was amazing, by the way. It was a wonderful hotel. One of the best I've ever stayed in. Probably the best I've ever stayed in, but I've never stayed in anything too cool. So, maybe my standards are low, but I thought it was sick. I was very impressed. By the hotel itself, anyway. Took issue with some of the staff, but otherwise pretty cool. We turned on some American Dad. What a blast. And then we ordered Wingstop. And Chicken Weekend was in full throttle at this point. Because to continue, I'm just gonna go down the line now. At breakfast, they were serving chicken sausage. No pork sausage, no... They had bacon. But I've never been to a place that served, like, exclusively chicken sausage. I thought that was weird. But that's what I got. And then we went to Jollibee for lunch, where I got a chicken sandwich. And then, did we have dinner? What did we do for dinner? Did we do dinner? I think I just had leftover chicken from the night before. I think that's what... No, seriously, I woke up Saturday with a chicken hangover. I felt gross. Or I went to bed with one. I actually was feeling sick that evening on Friday night. In a way where I thought I had eaten too much, like, salt or something. That is what I felt like. I was like, oh, I'm over-chickened. Okay. I think we've hit all the stone reefs. If we did 6-eye, 4, and we did... Have we done 5-eye? I mean, I didn't... I think we were all in the same... Maybe not. I don't want to speak for anybody, but I think none of us really, like, wanted dinner. We had Jollibee like late enough in the day that it was like early dinner kind of. I also hope Sis was okay. But on Saturday, which was the only full day we were there really, we made the most of it. We went to an escape room. While we were waiting for the escape room, because we got there super early, we went to a comic shop across the street. Got some manga. We watched Rinse play Epic 7 for like an hour and a half, and it was mostly just us going, "Yo, what does that character do?" And it was sick. And that is where Mustang Weekend kind of originated, because we had Full Metal Alchemist on the table, which I brought and did not do anything with because I was going to read it on the train. And Mustang is in that game, and you know the others too, but Mustang was the one we fixated on because he's raw and he's the best. And that's when Chicken Mustang Weekend happened. And then, yeah, we left for the escape room. We did the escape room, which was sick. It was a train heist, so we were in a saloon for, like, the first 40 minutes of it, and then the last 20 minutes was, like, I guess, was that the train? Was that supposed to be the train? It was very cool. The puzzles were very inspired and fun. You had to first escape. You also had to find the weapon, find the gold, and figure out who had committed the crime. Which is all part of escaping. It's not like... I don't think you could skip those objectives. But, you know, it made it feel like there was like a flow to the plot, kind of. We entered the room, and it was... First of all, it was immediately zero escape, because they had Baccarat and a piano. Totally normal things, but like, you know, the way our brains are hardwired. And at the end, there was just like a time machine. And we were like, what the heck? When did this become sci-fi? It was a cool twist to the room. It was very cool. Like a big, like old-timey cupboard opened up, and there was like a machine inside, and there was like a chair to sit in. And we were like, oh my god. There was a button that said shift. Hey, that's treasure for me. And we got a photo with John Adams at the end. Okay, I gotta explain this one, it's pretty funny. An element of the puzzle was that there was like a picture of the forefathers. And what you were supposed to parse from it is that there was like a little word puzzle where you were supposed to figure out the answer was Thomas, for Thomas Jefferson. And so your takeaway from the forefathers picture was Thomas Jefferson. That's what you were supposed to kind of take away from it. And at the end, I think it was Sis who said it, right? The lady was like, you guys want to take any pictures of anything? And Sis was like, can we get a picture with John Adams? Which I can only assume she was like, why John Adams? Like, it was about Thomas Jefferson. They did the puzzle, right? Like, she watched us solve the puzzle. And so we got a picture with John Adams. And it was sick. But yeah, it was a really cool escape room. I was super impressed. I had a lot of fun. On Frey! This is toxic and I hate it. We did not do this reef either. I need bumps. Is there a beetle outside maybe? And then we got back to the hotel. Oh no, then we went to Jollibee, which I had also never had before, because I don't think we have any of those near here. So for me, that was a first, and it was really good. I liked it. I wasn't sure if I would. I was skeptical of the spaghetti. It didn't sound good on paper. But it was good, and it was a delicious chicken sandwich. Chicken weekend. And then we got back, and we found out Trump had been shot. And then we went about our day. And later that, we got all freshened up and dolled up, and then we went over to the One Piece Symphony, which is the whole reason we were there. Or the main reason we were there. And that was wonderful. They played most of the songs I would have wanted them to. There were a couple that were left out, but you know, they can't play them all. The ones I really wanted were Luffy versus Lucci, the Jet Gatling theme. I think that song is awesome and one of the best songs in the One Piece soundtrack. I thought for sure they would play that, but they didn't. I wanted them to play Fight Back Sanji. They did not, unfortunately. I actually thought they'd play more character themes. They didn't. They didn't, though. They played, like, one of the versions of Zoro's theme. And so I thought they were going to lead into other character themes. But they didn't. I think that was the only, like, motif for, like, a character that they did, really. Which is, you know, whatever. And there was one... Oh. I think when we were in the room that night, Snack mentioned Gum Gum Bazooka, which I was also like, yeah, that was missing too. I hadn't thought of that during the show. When you said that, I was like, yeah, that was also missing. I really wanted that one too. But they still played a lot of the just, like, amazing ones. I teared up a bit. Especially during the... So, in the first half of the show, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And I think my eyes got a little watery, but, like, mostly just from, like, you know, excitement. But when we came back for the second half, they did, like, post-time skip stuff. That was, like, the, you know, they took a break in the middle once they were done with first half of the series. And when they came back, they did the We Are instrumental that plays during the Sanji and Luffy scene in Whole Cake. And that scene makes me cry every time. And so when they were playing the music, they were showing, like, a montage of all the, like, Sanji and Luffy content, and I was like, oh god. And as soon as they got to... I knew it was coming. They got to Sanji making the face where he tells him about the all blue, and that's where I, like, was like, can't hold it in anymore, man. Because I love that scene so much. That one got me. It was beautiful to hear it, like, in person. There were a couple sing-alongs. We sang Bink Sake, and we sang We Are. Kind of the two you would expect. But it was very fun. What is this garbage? Frame it. Stop rotating. I'm sick of you. You stupid guy. Oh, but at the venue, they were serving One Piece themed drinks. And we were standing around in this venue where a lot of people were like cosplaying and stuff, which I'm sure you could like expect, but I was impressed by some of them. There was a really raw Doflamingo. There was a guy who dressed as Jimbei that I thought was really creative. There were a bunch of Namis. There was a Sangoro who we were calling Sangoro Jesus because he looked like Jesus. And we kept like bumping into him, kind of. He kept like being right around the corner from us. And I was like, this is sick. Like, it was a sick cosplay. He had like the, you know, the Sangoro robe. Because he was Jesus. But they had One Piece themed mixed drinks. And we got our drinks. And we were standing in a corner and we were... At one point I go, they don't even know we're the Shichibu guys. Standing in this room of other One Piece fans. Acting like we have some sort of claim to fame. But the drinks they had, I was obsessed with the... this one drink they had that I got. Because I just kept imagining tipsy bartenders saying it because it sounded like something he would say. It was called the Kokoyashi Crush, homeboy. And I said that many times throughout the night. Yeah, so I wore a shirt that I got like 2 weeks ago. Which is the Luffy Dressrosa, like, sunflower shirt. And I knew plenty of people would probably be wearing it because it, like, came out recently. But there were a lot of people wearing it. I mean, not, like, a dubious amount, but enough where I was like, yep, that's another guy wearing the same shirt as me. No! Is there a better way to get over there? The Kokoyashi Crunch was a tangerine juice. It was just... was it not just like a screwdriver? Pretty much? But with tangerine juice, I think. I think that's what it was. I don't get screwdrivers, but I think that's what it was. Screwdriver, right? I don't get that drink, typically, but... Dude! Stop going right, Freeman! What are you, Donald? That's not for 2 weeks! Underwhelmed? It seemed cope that it was even called the Sakura Kingdom. But Renza got some cotton candy, and we put some cotton candy in Snack's drink to make it more Sakura Kingdom themed. And they showed a trailer for the One Piece game that's out right now, which is One Piece Odyssey, and they kept showing it so many times, and we kept popping off for Lim. And by popping off, I mean... yeah. By popping off, I mean pretending we didn't know what the game was, kinda. We're obnoxious sometimes. All the time. Oh, Freeman, this isn't gonna work, buddy. I'm holding left. He's holding right. And therefore, he is just walking. Maybe I can just fly right over? I think that might be the play. I think we're getting too low. I'm surprised that worked. Alright, Freeman. Go, Freeman, go! Yes, this worked. Yes! Alright, we're done with the reefs. I hate them. They're bad. They're such filler. Yeah, the show was fun. And then when we got back, real fun began. Because we had 2 bottles of wine and a deck of Uno, One Piece themed Uno ahead of us. And it was so... Oh wait, I didn't know about that. That's pretty funny. I did see the people. Oh, okay. Oh, that is pretty funny. Yeah, I didn't know about that. We played Uno and it got rowdy and it got silly and it was so fun because the first game went super fast and yours truly cleaned house. And then we put down money. And the second game that we had money on lasted like what felt like an hour and a half. There's no way it was that long, but it like felt so long, as an Uno game does at times. And that's where we got stupid and silly, I think. We started coming up with names for all the cards. Such as Dos Flamingo, because Do Flamingo was the +2. He was the draw 2. And so we started, whenever we would play the card, we would go Dos Flamingo. And then as it went on, because it started being so funny to just keep saying the same line, it felt like we were like in a Fire Emblem or something. So I started going, Dos Flamingo. Easy pickings. Like you had just picked him in Super Smash Bros. Brawl or something. It was that kind of energy. Law was one of the wild cards, so when we would play him, we would just say the color in his Law voice. For example, green or blue. Those are the most common. I don't think yellow was said because that doesn't sound like him, but there's a bit with that one. And then all the face cards were Straw Hats. And so this is where it got really esoteric. I don't know what the first one we did was. It was probably, I think it was Nami. Nami was the 4, and we started saying the She of 4s, I think. And so they all, after that, they all had to become something. And so by the end of it, we had 0 was Jimbei, which I believe was the based of zeros. 1 was Luffy, so we had the peak of 1s. Doesn't make any sense, by the way, to say the blank of 1s or something. Makes no sense. Zoro was 2, so I think he was the daddy of 2s, is that correct? I believe he was the daddy of 2s. Sanji was 3, who I believe was the zaddy of 3s. Nami was the 4 of C's. 5 was Chopper, so we had the 5 of Smala. 6 was Usopp, so we did the 6 of Sop. The 3 of Princes, I don't think that was said once. But I like that in hindsight. I definitely didn't hear that. The 6 of Sop. 7 was 7 Robin? I think 7 was Robin. Yes, because 8 was Brooke. 7 was Robin. Which she was, I think she should have been the Queen of 7s if we were to keep it thematic. But she was the queen, the 7 of Queens. For some reason, Robin became the queen of like whatever color the card was. So it started becoming like the Queen of Greens or the Queen of Reds or the Queen of Blue. Brooke was the hymn of eights. And the best one by far, the one that became so, like, unrecognizable by the end of the night, was Frankie, who started as the king of nines. Eventually became, as the wine bottle became depleted, he eventually became the king of cracked. And then at one point where I was like making a play, I was like, hold on guys, hold on guys, hold on guys, hold on guys. And then I went, the based of raw or the based of cracked. The plot so lost. That's what Frankie was by the end of the night, the based of cracked. And then we watched an episode of One Piece later, and when Frankie appeared on screen, I like started dying of laughter because he was the based of cracked. It was fun. Sis won. I think he cheated, but do we have anything for Ice Ring Isle? What does Ice Ring Isle look like? I think he cheated because how could I lose a game of Uno? I'm undefeated. So I'm gonna choose not to count it. What if I was that petty? A treasure. So we're still missing a couple charts actually. I could pull them up. And then on Sunday, we got some breakfast, and the breakfast staff was lame for the second day in a row. And we left the hotel. And sorry, I'm trying to multitask. We left the hotel, and I missed my train. I definitely should have been smarter and left a little earlier. Rinzen also missed her train, but she had the option, I would say, of riding with Snack. Just due to geography. I had to buy a train ticket as soon as I got to the station because the next train to Boston was in the next 20 minutes. I don't know why the only two trains to Boston for the day leave within 20 minutes of each other, but I had to make a snap decision. I was considering flying. It was cheaper, but there was just too much overhead to that, and I had to make my choice on the spot, kind of. I had to pay $380 to get home. And it was as opposed to a 6 hour train ride, which was originally planned. My train was scheduled to take 8 hours. I guess it took a different route. But it turned into 9 hours because of delays. And upon arrival in Boston, I had to get one more train home that should have been leaving about 15 minutes after I got there. It was delayed. So it basically turned into 10 hours. And I got home and I had a sandwich and I went to bed. Well, actually, I had a sandwich and I worked out because I had been sitting all day and I was like, this can't be good for me. And then I went to bed. I played Little Thousand Year Door before bed. Chicken sandwich? No. Chicken was sworn off of. Except, guys, I have had a lot of chicken since I got back. Not fried chicken, though. Where am I at in the door? Not very far. I'm at Petalburg. I just got to Petalburg. What was I looking up? Sea charts. I'm sorry. Today is... I hope the game has been an entertaining backdrop today, because I have not been focusing at all. We've tackled the reefs. That's the main thing. Yeah, I mean, chicken's good. Chicken's good for you, as long as you prepare it a specific way. Today's a podcasty one anyway. We're literally just cleaning up the game, you know? Oh, really? Oh, really? Is this for real? Oh my god. Okay, guys. Yes, I will. But I think you saying that has confirmed what I've been theorizing. I have been very excited to get to Coops, let me say that. I'll let you know my theory. Don't confirm or deny. When I got Goombella, a different song played from what plays in the original game. Like, extremely different. Not at all the same song as when you get a partner. And I was like, is this like... Did they give the characters themes? And so when I get Coops, I'm gonna open those ears and be like, are they playing a different song again? Is this Coops' theme? That's what I'm hoping. And if that's what happened, it's a 10 already. It's already a 10. It's a good game. I already know the game itself is a 10. But I will be so impressed if that is what they do. If they wrote little motifs for all the partners, that's crazy. But yeah, there's already a lot of like fun little changes that I am super impressed with. There is a button that lets you access the tattle log if you've tattled an enemy. That's very basic quality of life. I already like that. There's a training mode, which I don't really think I need, but it's cool that it's there. There's another big thing that I already really liked. Oh, you know the little cockroaches that you can see in Rogueport in a couple of spots? You can squish them now, and you get a coin. A very small detail, but I was like, that's funny. Yeah, you can squish them with your hammer. You can do a lot with your hammer now. You can hit any NPC, including your partner, and they will react. Partners have back sprites now. I am foaming at the mouth. Thinking about like... Because I beat old Gus. Who was so free. Because that man's fraudulent. And I walked... No. Okay. And I walked over to the east side of town. And I saw the Trouble Center, and I was like, oh, yo. That's right. Remember when I was streaming Thousand Year Door, I said if they ever remake this game, the one thing I want from it is quality of life for the Trouble system. So, I hope they did it. That was before they had announced the remake. I was like, yeah, if they ever remake this game, which they won't, I hope they do this. Okay, there's supposed to be a chest somewhere. Maybe it's not out here. I'm scared Freeman's gonna walk off the edge. Secluded high section of the island. That's not enough info. Here we go. Can I get over there? I think I can. Yeah. Let's go over there. What's going on here? Right? Right? How do I get up there? Can I do this? I saw another, like, branch up here. That. Can I get up to that? To get over here? That felt like fake. Can I get over there from over here? That seems fake. No, I think we can. Okay. Good. This is what we missed. Is it up here? It's down there. Huh. I don't know. What else has happened lately? Anything? Is there anything to talk about? Anything you want me to talk about? Want to do a newsletter? There's a Bragburger newsletter? We didn't have our Sunday manga chat? That's true. What did I read this Sunday? One Piece. One Piece was good. One of the better, like... A lot of the past chapters have been a little samey. But this one I liked a lot. Because I felt like the tension was, like... real. Like, not that it hasn't been real, but it felt new. I don't know. There were consequences, and it felt like... It literally felt like, oh my god, like, we gotta go. Like, we gotta move. And what else was there? I'm trying to think, like, what happened this week in One Piece. I mean, the ending was cool. I hope it turns out well. The robot's cool. We like the robot. We got this. We can leave now, right? No, we can't. No, we can't leave yet. I have to go in there, too. Is there no easy way into the dungeon? JJK, which is, you know, back on regular schedule now. I thought it was pretty good this week. I enjoyed it. Undead Unluck was very wholesome. Another seemingly quick resolution, which I don't know how to feel about, but not like the last one where I was like, wow, that was rough content. This was good content. I was just like a little surprised. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's more to what's gonna happen, but you know, things moving fast. But it was a very nice chapter nonetheless. Sakamoto is going through a very serious flashback arc right now, and I think it's gonna break hearts. Well, we know it's going to break hearts, because we know what happens, but it's going through what seems to be like a very serious arc that can only end in tragedy. What else? Kagurabachi was sick. Great chapter this week. The Exorcist, Master Exorcist Kiyoshi, is that what it's called? I've been reading that, guys. I think this is I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. I like that series a lot so far. I think it has legs. For me, at least. It's been very entertaining. This week introduced a new character who seems like she's going to be like the girl. And she was funny. That series is 4 chapters in at the moment. So it's pretty new. I hope it sticks around, and I hope it does some cool things. Because it sold me. I like the humor. I like the art. I have described it as feeling very nostalgic. It feels like something from, like, the mid-2000s. I don't really know why. It just kind of does. That's the vibe I get from it. And I like that era. What else? What am I forgetting? Tell me what I'm forgetting. Akane Banashi. Awesome chapter. What a great series. We just came off a banger arc in that. And it seems like we might be going into maybe another... I mean, you know, it's too early to tell, but we're definitely going into a very big arc, whatever it's going to be. And I'm very excited. Yeah, it feels like we could be, like, moving into, like, a part, like a... How would I put it? Like an Act 3 or something of the series, you know? If you were to break it up into acts. We could be in, like, an end of Act 2 situation, sort of. But I like that the series has a very clear structure. Very well-defined goals. So we can kind of get a sense of the progress, you know. But because we have, you know, like multiple characters with multiple goals, it doesn't necessarily mean the story is almost over. She still has a long way to go. But so do the other characters in their own personal goals, which is cool. Did I forget anything that I'm reading? What do I read, guys? There's no My Hero. Was there? Wait, was there My Hero this week? That would be embarrassing if there was and I forgot. There wasn't My Hero this week, was there? Did I read My Hero and forget? I don't think there was My Hero this week. What did I read this week? Oh, Demon Slayer, that's right. No. Yeah, that's everything I read. Yep, that's all of it. Guys, did Rory Dragon just come back? Oh, it came back months ago. Never mind. I saw Rory Dragon this week and I was like, that series is back? Wasn't that on hiatus forever? People like that, right? I'm not very interested in it. Could I fly all the way to Forbidden Woods with double magic? No, I think the height difference is like stopping me. There was a treasure chart in here that we didn't get. If Sis has no power, does that mean he's not streaming? Or is he back? I assume he would be here if he was back. Not that he's, like, obligated to be, but... Okay. I mean, I might go a little extra just to clear out some, clear the runway for next week. So that we can finish this up next week. I can't, we really got nothing done today. I'm so distressed, actually. I did not think the reefs would be so time-consuming. Not to mention the first half hour being wasted. Friday night Wind Waker, that is not happening. Persona 3 is the thing I look forward to most every week. Not to slight anything else, but I don't know. It's one of my favorite games. I don't think it's that crazy to say. Whoa! Today will be a short one, I did say that. Back off, Jack. Any funny things happen at work today? Not really. Lockdown without Flash? Have I done that? I think I did once. Not very fun to do. Where is this chart I'm missing, by the way? Because I thought we got the one that was like in here. Highest part of the second room of the dungeon. We didn't go up there? Oh, Zabrag. We do have a couple of heart pieces left. I think, I would say that, like, most of them left are probably in, you know, like, sea chart treasure chests. Where? Oh, back there, okay. Except to a pony. Yeah, you were saying earlier, ponytail, right? What's your progress pixel on all the Pokemon? What's the current tally? I've been loving them. Oh, that's cute. Do you see that? It wants me to bring something over to get it. Boomerang! Actually, I think it did want me to use my boomerang. I think you weren't supposed to be able to get it till you had the boomerang. Okay. doing okay on the charts. We only have a few left to get, I think. Sorry, can you do this? I have 42. How many are there? There are 46. We're missing 4? It stinks. At least they're numbered. It's not like a piece of heart where you wouldn't know which one you don't have. Anyone complete in 4 sketches? Let's go. There's nothing else in these Forbidden Woods, right? We got the other one. There's no way there's 3. We got the one that had a whole room dedicated to it. Yeah, that jail cell one. Yeah, we got them all. Hey, 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 hey! Cut it out.